Alright, let's continue with our piece now. Now, we're getting the shape of the piece down pretty good now. Now we're going to go ahead and try to work on our head a little bit. Get that down. We're going to go ahead and get this. This, of course, is where our beard is. Okay, this will all have to come down a little bit. Will come down as such. In other words, as we work on the facial. Now, basically, let me get the nose is going to be somewhere around in here. Okay. Hard to hold that pencil sometimes. It's kind of come on here like this with our bring it like that. Okay, now our nose will be, we're just going to come across just like that, in other words. And let's go ahead and get it situated here. Okay. Okay, just sort of like this. See what we're talking about here. Now, of course, the nose is way too big. It will have to be brought to standard. But we're establishing where our nose is. We're going to remove some wood around it so it, whoops, kind of in a little angle there. It's at a sort of a curve type angle there. Rotate it up a little bit more. Okay, now you see from the side, nose is at that angle. Now, what we're going to do, come back here and just let's draw out our face here. Basically, I'm going to come down from the sides here and come across here and then come across here. Okay, now the beard will join with it, in other words, but basically I'm going to just remove a little wood right in here. As you notice, I do carve a lot slower. You can tell with my hand. I have lost somewhat strength in my right hand because of the nerve damage or the nerve problem that I'm having. So it feels, you know, when the numbness comes, I'm very, very careful because I don't want the numbness to cause me to slip and not have control over my knife, because in carving, the control of the knife is the most important thing. So okay. All right, as you look at that, in other words, and then of course we're going to come around here even further a little bit, and that's where the top of the head will come across, in other words. Now, this will be where and if I want to bring it down, I just start off with a little and which I will probably bring even more down, but you take a little bit at a time. As you do that, just like that, and you take the nose as you're looking up like that. All right. Now we bring this down a little bit more in here, in which case we will put the ears. Not really defining ears, but in which case we take this away from here. Just like that. And the same thing over here. We're not going to make big ears. We're just going to define them. and then sort of bring that up in there. Okay, now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to take a little bit off in here, up underneath here, because we have to remove a little bit. It looks too there you go, see? Just like that. I'll bring this forward just a little bit. Bring that forward. Bring that kind of up in there. Okay. Now, let's just go ahead and make a cut on our ears here. They're not going to be quite as defined and worrisome as the other figures that we do. And not quite as protruding. Okay, now from the nose down here, we're going to sort of make our beard. We're going to come up like this, and then come down, and then come through down, sort of like this, in other words. In which case, and then we just, from this point, we put our, and from this point, we make a cut here, make a cut there, and then we just remove that little bit of wood in there as the defining factor. In our facial. Okay, well, my time is up. And we will continue with this face when we get back. We'll continue doing it.